We've been asked this year to attend a number of events around the country, mainly to focus on our niche products that we're able to push, but whilst we're there we are also going to try to push our other services that we offer as well. Now normally we wouldn't go on the road, but as we've been offered free entry to a lot of these places, then we decided why not. So one of the things we're going to be doing is we're going to be making up a window lettering sign, just to basically advertise the window lettering. So we've got here the vinyls that's already been cut. As you can see, that's been cut as a mirrored image, so when we stick it down and you look from the outside of the window, you'll be able to read it properly and correctly. And we just have a piece of brand new Perspex there. So we're going to put that vinyl decal onto that piece of Perspex, so that when it's hung up you can see it says window lettering. So first things first, because it's a brand new piece of Perspex, it's covered in this plastic layer. We just remove that. Now some people say you need to get cleaning chemicals and other things like that on there. You would do if it was a window, but as it's a brand new piece of Perspex it doesn't really need it. So all we do is we just give it a quick wipe over, just in case it's picked up anything off the worktop. Then to apply the decal, obviously we want the decal to be on there straight. Any kind of wonkiness, it reflects on us and on our work. So what we do is we just line it up roughly as a rough guide, and then we take some masking tape and fix it. So now the decal's held in place, and if you imagine if you was working on a real window, it would be upright like that, so the principles remain the same. Then what you do is with the lettering, you're able to see you've got a line that runs all the way along the bottom there, straight line, straight across, and another one for the bottom of lettering. You can work out roughly where it is. So what you do is you use a known straight edge, which would be the top bit here, and you measure down to see how far that is, and that is about there's about 11.8 centimeters there. So let me just check it here. We can see we've got about 11.6. So all I do is just unpeel this end and just move it down a little bit. Right there. Yeah, that looks about right, and that's about right. So there you go. So now we know that the decal is going to be on there straight, even though it may look wonky as to how it is, because all of these other edges, they aren't really that straight because I haven't put them through the guillotine. So the way how we'll apply this one is we use a hinge method, and we'll just take a bit of masking tape and place it across the middle. There. I know that's not the middle, but I'm impatient, and we can undo that. So now we know that the decal is held in place. So what we need to do is we need to peel the backing away from the application paper. So when we receive the vinyl, we receive it as a whole sheet. It would all be in black, and it's all onto this white stuff. We then run it through the cutter, that then cuts everything out. We then have to peel off all of the excess, and then we put what's called the application tape over the top, and that then allows us to transfer the vinyl cutting from the paper onto the surface it's going to. So what we do is we try to peel it off, and you're aiming to peel the white stuff off of the application tape rather than the application tape off of the white stuff. Now this is normally great where if you've got an extra pair of hands who can help you. Currently I don't. I can't see my scissors anywhere, so I'm going to use a knife just to cut across actually I'm going to use my sharp knife. It's always handy to have, just to cut across there. Now it's highly important at this point that this bit, it doesn't get any dust on it, any dirt on it, and that it doesn't ever touch itself. So what we do is we then just lay it back down again, and using a squeegee, this is actually a car ice scraper, but it's got a perfect little plastic edge on it. You just press it down, like so. And what you're normally aiming to do is to go from the middle outwards, and you're aiming to pull it out rather than trying to push it out, because if you try to push, that could cause extra damage. So then what we do is we undo these bits that we applied, now go in the rubbish and undo that corner bit there as well, and then we lift this bit back and we peel it off in exactly the same way as we did with the other side, and exactly the same rules apply. We don't want to get any dust, any dirt, anything else onto that, and then we just really carefully just lay it back down, and again just go over it and you just press it on so as it's on there nice and firmly, nice and tightly. So at this point it's on there, it's attached, it isn't going anywhere, and because we haven't used any waters or any sprays or anything else like that, we can take off the application tape straight away. And there we go, that's it, it's attached. At this point you can look over the lettering and see if there are any air bubbles still in there. If there are some air bubbles in there, then just squeeze them out, or if you can't squeeze them out, just use the knife just to pop them and then push the vinyl back down. So because we've applied this onto Perspex, the other side, as I said, it was a brand new piece, still has the protective covering on it. So you peel that off, and there we have it. You can see there's one or two places on there where we just need to squeeze out a little bit more air. There we go, that is completed, and that will now go up onto the stand when we're out and about at shows.